What's going on, guys? This is Kaisho. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So for our video today, we are going to cover OCG, Metagame Report, and Decklist Reviews from the past week. And we do have September 27 to 28, 2 day span of tournament data gathering across major regions in OCG, namely Japan, South Korea, China, and Taiwan. And of course, this will be post WPP 2025 or the World Premier Pack that introduced the previous TCG exclusives like the Apophis or the Odion, and the Mimi Goal, of course, and the much awaited Mitsurugi that is going to reshape our metagame right now. And disclaimer on this video, some decklists are post ban list, of course, and some are pre ban list. So we still have few days left on September before we proceed towards using the new October ban list in this coming October. So without further ado, let's start. So starting off first with the Yami here. So it is pretty odd to see Yami donning other engines or consistency enablers. But yeah, it is what it is. They have lost some good consistency cards, no? The obedience, and they have to compensate for their loss. And they're able to play Azamina and Horus here, and it has a quite interesting synergy between the two, no? Of course, the Azamina will act as a turbo for your Omni Negate, and Horus probably may want you to further extend and make another link outlets on this deck now. Not too sure if you're able to bring out Barone using the Horus line, but yeah, it is running Barone here, and this is running double Herald of the Beast on the side deck, which is kind of underrated in this meta. But I do feel like that this card can come up on the following weeks or months of the October format post WPP. Moving on next to the Christian. So it is not running the K9 cards anymore. It is running the Shining Sarcophagus with the Dark Magician Girl and the Shining Sarcophagus itself, no? And it's able to replace the K9, the more predominant K9 engine on Christian from before. But now it looks to be more, what do you call this? Kinda combusted, no? It is much more weird to see Christian like this, but I still think that this is another way to play Christian. Of course, the Dragoon is just so massive when you can tower the opponent using an Omni Negate Beatstick like Dragoon. Next to the Blue Eyes Primite, so this deck is never going out of the metagame. I think Blue Eyes Primite still has its merits right now, being able to play consistently with one card combos and more hand traps on the deck now. Triple Purge, Triple Imperm, and of course the standard Ash Maxi. Moving on next to the Sky Striker. So Sky Striker definitely saw a massive uplifting numbers after the World Championship series last August, and a lot of people have been fascinated towards the fact that Sky Striker without Magnificent was able to top a very large tournament, probably the largest tournament on Yu-Gi-Oh platform. No, and Sky Striker as a deck feels so smooth, no, in this metagame with Magnificent boosting the draw power and ability of the deck to uh, dump spells on the graveyard now, which grants them additional featured effects. Next, we do have Malice. So another deck that is going to linger in this metagame. No, couldn't really count out the Malice being a deck that is so explosive going first. Even with losing Appaloosa, no, they're still a formidable combo-ish deck. Next to have Sky Striker with Runic here, very interesting stuff, no? But then again, it was able to play the quick spell orientation of those Runic cards using the Magnificent cards. And it is running Lava Golem on the main deck. Quite disastrous when you get Scoop feed Lava Golem on your board. Next we have, of course, Raizil Mitsurugi or Mitsurugi Raizil. This is one of the top performing decks in TCG recent history, no? It was able to top a lot of events, and I mean, we could check a lot of TCG platforms or blog sites, no? And it will show a bunch. When I say a bunch, it's like literally 65-70% of the topping deck list on those accounts, no? And I think Mitsurugi Raizil is phenomenal right now. Mitsurugi definitely have shook the format by a storm, and I think Mitsurugi very consistent deck and very reliable, going first, going second, is able to play multitudes of hand traps, and of course Rise being the icing on the top, no, being able to play more rank 4 plays on the deck. Next, we have Horus Spiral. So I think this deck has been very popular on Korea. And yeah, I think it is from a Korean tournament as well. Yeah, 1923 CS. And of course, anti-spell fragrance, no? I think a lot of people does not have any outs towards ASF at this current moment, and it will hurt a lot of decks in this meta. Next, you have Sky Striker once again. A pretty standard Sky Striker list here. And it's able to play more consistency cards. Pot of Desires, Triple Upstart. And of course, the Storming cards. And pretty interesting, it is running Exiton Knight on the side deck. And rather extra deck. And it is running Double Rose as well. Next, we have another Malice. Pretty standard here. Running Super Poly package on the side deck. Running the Garura and Madragon targets. Next, we have Lunalight. So another deck that is going to see a lot of traction post Banlist. Of course, Lunalight is not touched by any means, no? You could technically say that Appaloosa was part of them, but is not really the case because they end on Double Liger and sometimes Baguskana with Little Knight or something else. And I think Lunalight as a deck feels really strong right now and is proven already, no? Both formats, OCG and TCG, and even Asian English, Lunalight has been a terrific deck to pick up. Next up, another Sky Striker, Runic once again, is running the double Call Grave on the main deck, and once again, no Lava Golem on the main deck. So, could potentially play around without consuming your normal summon because you're running Runic, and Fountain does terrific job on this deck. Next, the Odayon or Apophis, no, this is a very interesting archetype. And matter of fact, if I'm going to build the WPP decks, I think sans the Mitsurugi, no, I think Odayon is a very legitimate choice. Could technically play the deck and be like the modern version of Eldritch, no? And Apophis is really terrific synergy between the continuous traps on the deck and being paired with more controlling cards, no? Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike. It is a very powerful deck going first. Next, we have another Sky Striker here. So this time it is running double droplet and one appointer. Next, we have Mitsurugi Finsmith. So another variant of Mitsurugi which is very popular on the TCG side of things from before. And I think I do expect that this deck will come up. Of course, the Requiem is just immense for the Finsmith line of play. And of course, Mitsurugi is going to capitalize on any two bodies on the field now. Of course, just to make the Finsmith line possible. Next, we have another Sky Striker here running the own kaiju of Sky Striker, which is going to be threat towards the Lunalight mashup. Next, we have another Mitsurugi here with Ryzil. So this is what I think the most optimal uh, version of the deck. Running Salesman is another interesting inclusion here. But of course, you still have to run the Sphere mode, the Purulan, Falls, of course, and the Droll, which is going to hurt the mirror match on this deck. Next, we have Mitsurugi Raizil. So far, we are seeing the impact of Mitsurugi to us. No, it made Raizil much more threatening, and of course, Mitsurugi as a pure deck also functions really well. Next up, Gem Knights. So Gem Knights with triple Nib, triple Droll, triple Falls. No, I think this is pure, yeah, pure. And pure Gem Knights has been very popular on China. and I think a lot of Japanese, South Korean counterparts have been adopting this strategy now. And when we dig deeper on Korean and Chinese tournaments, we could see some Gem Knights going second, Pure Raw going second, build no with Lightning Storm and Change of Heart on the deck. Next in the Ryzel Onomats, so another legitimate way to play Ryzel was playing the Onomats package, no? And I think it's still a very feasible engine. Even though for me, Mitsurugi feels much more powerful, but I think Ryzen Onomats is still very good, no? I think it's still a good engine to play alongside Ryzel and was able to dish out some good rank 5 outlets on the deck. Next, we do have, oh, we do have Yummy Magnificent Storming. Yeah, it's running Magnificent Storming engine, a way to uh, link climb faster, or yeah, it's not running rank 3s on the extra deck no. But it is running the Magnificent Storming, probably a link climbing fodder or a tool to make synchro probably on using add variations of 1 and 3 or 2 and 2 on the deck no. But yeah, it's a very weird tandem no. It's the first time that I have seen Magnificent Storming here. Next to the White Forest. So White Forest with Toy Box Engine on the side deck. So probably all out going first. Shenanigans. Next to the Mitsurugi Finsmith once again. Triple pre-prep on the deck. Next to the Labyrinth. So another deck that is timeless as it gets. No, I think Labyrinth has been a stalemate meta deck for 3 years already. Yeah, Labyrinth is just that good, no, and it was able to contend with the shifts of metagames and trends. Of course, you can just uh mix and match your trap lineup towards the current stage or current environment that you're playing. Next up, Ryzel Mitsurugi once again, triple droplet this time. Very solid option, no. Next, you do have Oh, Mitsurugi Orcus. This is another way to play Mitsurugi. I think Orcus Mitsurugi has seen some traction as well on the TCG regions. And I do believe that if you want to play Orcus right now, I think running it with Mitsurugi is the best way to go. Next is the Rescue Ace. So the recently lifted emergency pave dividends on this build, no? Obviously, you're better going second, going first, no? Is like a consistency card and dodge card to capitalize when going second. Next is the Malice, pretty standard here, running rivalry. Next is the Dracotail. So this is a deck that is very oddly struck with a regulation limit on the Ket2, no? And I don't understand, to be honest. I think Dracotail is a very fair deck, and this is what I want to see on modern meta decks, no? Very fair, very balanced, and does not feel too overwhelming. No? I think they have definitely done a good job on balancing out the Dracotale. But sadly, maybe it is a sacrificial pawn to sell newer products, no, or newer archetypes on the block. Instead of another labyrinth here, running triple rollback, of course, very disgusting. Still powerful with the Mayakashi trap. Next, you do have Lunalight, of course, double Foolish Burial Goods, and triple Dark Blue No More on the main deck. Next, you do have Mekanko, of course. This is probably the deck that you don't want to face ever on the Swiss tournaments. No, it's just definitely going to steal some victories from here and there. No, it's just a deck that a lot of people are unprepared against. Next, you do have Ryzel Onomat, standard here, very standard. Next, we have another Mali. So, yeah, Mali's, we have seen like six, yeah, six, five Malis already. So, yeah, Malis is probably going to take a tier 2 uh, fight or venture against this metagame. But, yeah, probably if they go higher than that, it just means the spells the end of the deck, no, on the January ban list. Next we have another Lunalite, running sales ban. Oh, it is running the Gravedigger Strap Hole tech using the Rafflesia here. Next we have, oh, Fairy Agents with Melodious. So this deck saw some traction on Korea from the past few months and never thought that I could see it once again. But yeah, it's from a Korean tournament as well, no, on Grand CS in Korea. Next, the another Rizal Onomats, side decking the Zeus. Next, the Orcus, this time with Shining Sarcophagus. Double Gamma Seal, of course, against the Lunalite. Next, we have Mitsurugi. So this is pure Mitsurugi. I think if I want to play Mitsurugi right now, I would opt for pure Mitsurugi because the consistency is much more fluent with the pot cards for me. And running more hand traps is always a surplus for this very punishing deck. Next to the Sprite, no, Triple Jet definitely pave way for making this deck viable once again. And to be honest, I think Sprite definitely lacks power right now, but it's still fairly consistent. Yeah, with triple swap frag now, and of course, more hand traps on the deck. Next, we have oh the VSK9, how the mighty have fallen. So now we are seeing a very nerf version of Banco Shoal, with two Izuna, one Yokul, and yeah, I think it definitely made the Vanquishol K9 much more weaker, no? They are forced to play more copies of Noroi, and although they're going to have more slots for hand traps, I think it definitely weaken the Vanquishol strategy, and of course Razen or Raizen into one is just going to hurt a lot on this deck. Instead of Dracotail Magistus, so arguably the best way to play Dracotail with more ceiling was still playing more Magistus cards on the deck. Next is the oh wow. Yeah, this is Light's Worn. Good stuff. I do believe this has an FTK line, no? I just think that I saw something uh floating around on X, no? Or yeah, was it X or Neighbor? Yeah, X probably. Where Light's Worn just FTKs the opponent out of nowhere. And yeah, it's running the Mayakashi and rollback as well. Next we have Yummy. So this is pure Yummy and is much more lesser consistent, but you have humongous numbers of hand traps on the deck. Next is of Quinta CS in Tokyo, Japan. The Malice here, running deck devastation virus on the side deck, quite ingenious. Next is of Orcus Mitsurugi, running 3 Purulia, 3 Folos, 3 Lancia, of course. This is just going to hurt the Malice matchups and of course the Lunalite as well. Next to Raizil Mitsurugi, triple sales ban, of course, just to declare draw or any hand up that could hurt your playthrough. And next to Lunalite, running heavy poly on the main deck. Next to Memento, oh my gosh. Yeah, Memento still trying to survive the changes in the metagame, no? And this is massive props for Memento because Memento has been around since the Tier Laments format, and imagine that now this deck went through Tier Laments, freaking Rizil, Malice, now the VSK9 and all of those sorts, no? And he's still trying to uh, snatch victories from here and there. So definitely sounds a really good amount of longevity for Memento. Next we have Mitsurugi, Rizil, standard. Next we have another Dracotail, so he's running the third copy of Trap, and I think it's another way to entrap the opponent going first, and Bunch on the graveyard is just going to be a surplus for you. And next we do have, oh wow, Sky Striker. Yeah, Sky Striker. Bunch of Sky Striker so far. Oh, we have Lunalite here. Very creative deck profile. And we do have Malice once again. Next we have Fodora Cup 3v3 tournament. The Mitsurugi. pure version, running triple judgment on the side deck. Next we have Yummy once again, and we have Malice running Baldric on the main deck. Next we have Yummy, yeah, Yummy, and Mitsurugi. It's running, yeah, pure Mitsurugi, triple falls on the main deck. And we do have Branded 40. Wow, it's been a long while since I last saw Branded 40. This is very odd looking, but it is a breath of fresh air, no? I mean, Branded is just going to slap 60 whenever they can, or 50 probably, but 40 is, wow, 40 is really something else in big 2025. And next to the White Forest, of course, triple sales ban. And next, we do have Odayon, 4-1, solid standing. So he's running heavily prison on the main deck. And still running a fair amount of floodgates, no? Running ASF and skill drain on the side deck and running TC book and goes in on the main deck and just runs all of the feasible Dominus cards, no? And this is the way to go when you wanna try to make your deck much more stronger going second. But yeah, technically it's still hard going first deck now for the amount of traps that you're running. Next you have oh, you have another Mitsurugi here with Finsmith this time, running Dingirisu on the extra deck. Next you have Mogi Cup 3v3. You have Mitsurugi. Yeah, same deck list as earlier. And the Mitsurugi Raizil. Oh, it is running the obnoxious Feather Storm, no? Running the Castle. And of course, this is just degenerate, no? I think Konami should try to ban the Feather Storm. Yeah, it's really ridiculous. And next, the Drawtail once again. Running ASF and Skill Drain on the main deck. And a bunch of hand traps as well. Triple Neo, triple Bell, and running the Cartesia, of course, another starter for the deck. And it's not even running the branded fusion monsters. No, you're just going to utilize the Cartesia as a pseudo starter and triple Dragon's Mind as well. Next we have Dractail with Cyframe package, no, Delta and Gamma on the main deck. And it's running Extravagance and wow, it's running the pot cards available on the deck. Never thought that this would work. But yeah, it does work, no? To a certain degree. You are playing triple Gulamel and triple Altarian and three of the Secretion Dragon. So that's all the fusion that you ever need, no? When you're trying to run Extravagance here. Next we have Mitsurugi, Raizil. Once again, triple Lava Golem, double Sphere mode, of course. Next we have Malice, once again, running the Lockdown on the side and one red reboot, of course. Next we have another Mitsurugi, Finsmith this time, triple Lava Golem, and playing the three of the Bestials now. Next we have, oh, it's been a while since I last saw Labyrinth with Finsmith, but it still does work now. Considering that the fact that you still have the hiking and the uh, access towards the Little Knight and IP, no? And running rollback here, quite odd, but it does work, of course. You're running the IKEA, the furniture cards. Next, we have another Mitsurugi, running double Delta on the side deck. Next, we have another Mitsurugi here. Oh, it is running the Nemesis package. Of course, Protoss Lock is just going to hurt a lot, no, against light and dark decks. More specifically against the Mitsurugi, where it has dark monsters. Next, the VSK9 once again, running Winter Cherries on the side deck. It does not uh it is not going to help you against the Mitsurugi matchup. But yeah, it does work on the mirror. Next is the Dracotail once again with Finsmith this time. Engraver. And next you have Orcus Mitsurugi, triple sales ban once again now. Next you have Heka Hans Chimera. We haven't seen DBPR deck so far, no? Cool Tune or the Killer Tune anyhow or the Anycraft. Yeah, it's just Heka Hans Chimera right now. So definitely the WPP or more specifically the Mitsurugi really tried to flesh out this metagame, no? To the fact that to the point where the DPPR decks are nowhere to be found already. This early WPP format, really crazy. Next we have another Mitsurugi. Yeah, pure version. Triple meows, no, of course, just to respect the Malice matchup. Next we have Malice. Speaking of the devil, we do have Malice here. Yeah, running the Attingster package. Next we have Mitsurugi once again, running the Escatos. Eschatos? Escatos? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Next to the White Forest, no. So White Forest is still very feasible right now. I think the deck is still strong. And with Jogan, oh my goodness. Yeah, it does run the Jogan lock here. Really crazy. And next to the uh, Dracotail with Shining Sarcophagus. Next to the another Malice here, double Red Sea on the side deck. And next to the another Dracotail, triple Judgment on the side. Next to the another Sky Striker here, triple Appointer and triple Evenly Match. Next we have another Malice standard. Next we have Mitsurugi. Oh, running the Diviner. Interesting. Yeah, it does work. Although you still have one Herald of Arclight now, but it does work. Next we have another Mitsurugi running the triple impulse on the side deck, which is kinda odd, but I would really prefer Droll over impulse right now. Of course, Droll is just going to hurt the Mitsurugi itself. And next we have Mitsurugi once again, running the epidemic virus and the deck devastation virus on the side deck. Next, you have another Dracotail running Super Poly this time. So you do have two targets, the Garura and Madragon, and of course the Mysterion and the Secretion Dragon on the mirror. Next, you have Ryuge. So of course Ryuge is still going to hurt a lot of decks moving forward. Still competent deck now, considering the fact that it just sits on border and kills the graveyard entirely now. So yeah, it's just going to linger in this meta. Next, we do have Marineford TCG tournament in Korea. We have White Forest here. Yeah, this is the same list as earlier, probably. With Jogan. Next, we do have Malice and Sky Striker. Yeah, Sky Striker. Running songs, no, on the main deck. Next, we do have another Rescue Ace, this time. Double Bell on the side deck. Quite still decent now against the Yami matchup. Next we have Gem Knights, Mitsurugi. Of course, this is another way to play Gem Knights. We have seen this version already on TCG. Next we have another Mitsurugi Raizil, running double bell on the main deck, just to respect, of course, the Yami matchup. And next we have Dracotail. Yeah, Dracotail with Magistus. Next we have another Malice, triple deck lockdown, and running one Allure on the main deck as well. And next we have another Sky Striker. Yeah, standard. And next we have another Dracotail. So Dracotail is still very good now. Even losing two Ketus didn't stop the deck from performing. And running double Dark Imprisoning Mirror is going to hurt the Mitsurugiya because those are dark monsters and only the Mululu are the dark monsters on the deck now. So you could still play technically. Next we have another Mitsurugi running double trust this time on the side deck. Next, we have Eldritch Odion, Eldritch Apophis, more accurately. Running double max in the main deck, 1 ASF, 1 skill drain. Yeah, Eldritch is still very good for me. I think this deck is still going to perform. Of course, more emphasis on the lava golems and the sphere mode going to hurt a lot of decks moving forward. Next, we have Yami. And yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report and deck list reviews post WPP 2025. If you do found this video informative or helpful, please do consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.